everybody. My name's Jarrett here at RecSports. Today we're going to be doing a total body workout full of 3 different modalities: lower body, upper body, and core. Please make sure that you're giving yourself whatever attention you need. If something feels bad at all, anything feels uncomfortable, please don't do it and take whatever movement at whatever range you'd like. Please make sure to grab a drink of water throughout this video and have a towel nearby because I guarantee that you'll be sweating. The formatting of this workout is you're going to have 3 different sections through this class. You're going to have your lower body, then your upper body, and then our core. With your lower body circuit, you're going to be doing that 3 times through all together, and then we're going to move on to the next circuit. Again, it is going to be 30 seconds of as many reps as possible, 10 seconds of rest, and then to the next exercise. At the end of each circuit, give yourself 30 seconds to catch your breath as I explain the next exercises coming up, or before you are going back to the beginning of the circuit that you were on. Hi everybody, welcome to our total body class today. We're going to get started with our warm-up while I give our introduction. So right here, we're just going to start jogging in place. In today's class, we're going to do 3 different modalities, doing upper body workouts, lower body workouts, and core workouts. We're going to start with our lower body workouts today. So right here, we want to get that heart rate up since we're going to be using our largest muscle. Jogging in place right here for about 30 more seconds. Maybe giving some jumping jacks if you'd like as well. Whatever keeps you moving, keeps you grooving. Keep it going. Again, switching in between those if you like. We have about 15 more seconds. Next up, we're going to start to activate that core. And when we talk about core, that's not only our abdominals in the front, it's going to be our back as well. Squatting it down in 3, 2, 1. In this squat position, we're going to start to turn side to side, really working out all of our core, stretching it out, waking it up. We've been sitting for a long day, making sure that our bodies are nice and alert before we get started into this workout. After this, we're going to take it down to the ground, and we're going to go into a little bit of a plank position. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and take it down to the ground. Right here, we're going to hold this plank for approximately 15 seconds, and then we're going to switch it up. Really committing to your workout today. Whatever your intentions may be, whether that's getting that physical fitness in, or maybe just a little bit of emotional relief, maybe a little bit of both. We're going to switch over to that other side in 3, 2, 1, opening up on that side plank towards me, and then we're going to switch it the other way in about 15 seconds. Taking some nice deep breaths. We want that heart rate up, but we want our movements controlled today. Really opening up through that side, opening up that chest. We're going to switch it on my count in 3, 2, 1. Switch it over to that side, away from the screen. Holding it here, really making sure our hips aren't dropping. Coming down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that normal plank position. 15 seconds. Really engaging that core here. Squeezing those glutes in, activating that belly area. Setting those hips down. Coming back to our standing position in 3, 2, 1. We're going to finish out explosive high knees for our last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to explain what we're going to be doing for our first part of the exercises. In this workout today, we're going to have 3 different sections, having our lower body, upper body, and core circuits. Each one is going to be 3 moves, and we'll go through that 3 times each. Each one is going to be 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off of rest. Our exercises for this one through are going to be our side squat, sending it into that other leg, stepping it in the middle, moving back over. Our next exercise are going to be those one-leg Russian deadlifts. Going down and back up. Down and back up. Switching over to that other side when I count halfway through. Down, back up, down, back up. Last but not least, we're going to move it down toward the ground, and we're going to be giving a glute bridge. Sending those hips up, straight towards the sky, and back down, up towards the sky, and back down. Make sure right here we're stepping it out as well. Whenever I'm giving demonstration, keep your body moving. All right, we're going to get started with that first exercise on my count. In 3, 2, 1. Sending that one leg over, sending it back, making sure our knee is not going over our toes. With these single leg squats, make sure we're sinking down to each side, equally into those hips. Making sure our knee is not coming over those toes, keeping a nice balanced area. Taking that step over to the other side, making sure that you are really engaging with whatever your intention is that you set for today. Intentions are super important, the purpose for this workout. I know that you did not turn on this video for no reason at all. Making sure we're keeping ourselves accountable and keep pushing. For our next exercise, we're going to be going into those deadlifts, single leg deadlifts. In 3, 2, 1. With our single leg deadlifts, making sure we're reaching down towards the ground. We don't need to touch it. I understand that some of our hamstrings are super tight, including mine. As you can see, I'm not touching the ground. Please take it wherever is comfortable and challenging for yourself. This workout is meant to challenge you, but not push you outside of your comfort limits. So making sure that you're right on that fine line with today's workout. Keep going. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch sides. In 3, 2, 1. Our next exercise is going to be down on the ground for those glute bridges. Option of doing both legs and sending those hips to the sky, squeezing those glutes, or just doing one leg, whatever you feel comfortable with. Starting in 3, 2, 1. With these glute bridges, making sure that we are squeezing those hips up towards the sky, with those glutes squeezed super tight at the top and lowering back down. Making sure that you're pushing yourself with that smile on your face, facing that ceiling. Making sure that you have the option to also use a single leg glute bridge as well. You're awesome. Keep pushing yourself. Keep challenging yourselves. Keep going. Finishing in 3, 2, 1. You have your 30-second rest break right here. While you're resting, you're more than welcome to grab a drink of water or do whatever you need to do to get yourself ready for our next circuit. It's going to be upper body. Our next circuit is going to be upper body. Our exercises are going to be our tricep dips. Next one is going to be our shoulder press, flipping over, sending that head down towards the ground. Option for on our knees. And then last but not least, a push-up. Option of on our knees as well. We're gonna get started with our tricep dips on my count. Finding that position, squeezing those glutes up, getting ready to start in 3, 2, 1. With these tricep dips, sinking low down in towards the ground, squeezing with those elbows, coming to almost a 90 degrees with those elbows and pushing back up. Trying to keep those hips raised, almost like a glute activator again. I know you just did one of those, but I promise you can keep pushing. Keeping that body nice and stable as we go down. I want you to focus more on form and not speed. Trying to get as many reps in, but also as clean as possible. Finishing in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and spin over your body. We're going to get into those shoulder presses on my count. In 3, 2, 1. With these shoulder presses, raising those hips up towards the sky, taking those knees off the ground is one option, or keeping those knees on the ground, sinking that head down towards the floor, being careful not to drop yourself, making sure that you are putting in as much effort as you possibly can into this exercise. I know we are holding a lot of weight here with our bodies and our shoulders, but I promise you can do that and push that weight away from you, whether that's emotional baggage or actually just your physical weight. 3, 2, 1. Last but not least, right here, getting ready for those push-ups on our knees or on our toes, however you'd like. Starting in 3, 2, 1. With this push-up, lowering your body down towards the ground, again, option to stay on your toes or option to be on your knees. Whatever you're doing, making sure that you're keeping one nice parallel line through your body to the floor, that we're not bending out those hips or bending them in too far. Squeezing with those glutes, again, to keep your body nice and stable. I promise that our glutes are going to be on fire after this workout today, but you definitely deserve what effort you're putting in. You're going to get that back at the end. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. 30-second rest right here, everybody. I'm going to start to explain our last circuit of our workout today. It's going to be our core circuit. Taking in deep breaths, we're going to need to squeeze those abdominals and those back muscles. Our first exercise is going to be a bird dog. We're going to be taking our alternate hand to our alternate knee and squeezing in, back out. Halfway through, I'll ask you to switch sides, in or out and in. Next, we're going to be doing our swimmers. Taking that body down to the ground, swimming out in front of us, kicking those arms and legs. Last but not least, a beloved exercise, finishing out with some leg lifts, making sure we're focusing on our breath with these. In and out. In and out. Getting ready to start those bird dogs on my count. In 3, 2, 1. With these bird dogs, making sure to reach alternate elbow to alternate knee. We're going to switch about halfway through, and I will let you know when that happens. Halfway, go ahead and switch. Keep going, making sure that you're squeezing in with that core when you get there. Alternate elbow to alternate knee, taking at whatever pace is possible, pausing at that tabletop position if you'd like an extra little bit of a squeeze. In 3, 2, 1. Taking that deep breath, our next exercise is going to be those swimmers, going down onto the floor. Getting ready to start kicking those arms and legs in 3, 2, 1. Making sure we're moving our arms and legs as fast as possible right here. You are swimming away from whatever is trying to bother you or get you down in this day. We are getting out of that negative energy and swimming towards that positive energy. Almost like we're going upstream, and I know this is a hard fight, but you got this. I know it's getting tough with this last circuit, but you are doing so great. Keep pushing. Three, 2, 1. Our next exercise and last exercise are going to be those leg lifts. Flipping it over to your back, taking distance up towards the ceiling, and we're going to lift those legs in 3, 2, 1. With these leg lifts, coming up and slowly lowering those legs back down, trying not to lift your mid-back off the floor. You want it to be in contact with the floor the whole time we are doing these. Keeping a nice focus on that breath with this workout is super important, engaging that core. And again, core does not just mean your abdominals, also your back as well, trying to keep as neutral position as possible. Keep going, you got this. I know it's getting tough, but you're tougher. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Congratulations, y'all. Awesome job with that workout. Go ahead and slowly stand it up as quick or as fast as you like, making sure we're not getting too dizzy. We're gonna go straight into our cool down. With our cool down, making sure we're stretching out all the different body parts, taking some deep breaths, and making sure we're nice and relaxed and focused to go do whatever we plan to do after the rest of today. Right here, we're gonna take 2 deep squats. In, out. In, out. Sinking it down, we're gonna stretch out a little bit of those back and shoulder muscles. Go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. Holding each stretch for at least 6 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and stretch out those hip flexors, taking 1 lunge forward, sinking it down, option to drop that knee and untuck those toes, and sending those hips forward, knee not going over those toes. Go ahead and switch sides, standing it back up in that lunge, coming together and going back down. Again, option to keep that knee up, still sending those hips forward. Really focusing on our breath right here. Feeling out wherever you feel some tightness, giving it a little bit more extra attention. Go ahead and come back up into that standing position. Bringing that arm across our body, whichever arm you'd like to start with, and pushing out on that shoulder. Go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. Crossing that arm in order to keep it in place while pushing out on that shoulder. Really congratulate yourself for all the hard work you did today. Go ahead and bring that first arm we started with behind our body, pushing down on that elbow. Hopefully we reached our intentions, and if we didn't, that's perfectly fine. You're the only one who sets any goals or expectations for yourself. So please keep yourself very nice and enthusiastic in order to keep great attention to your body while also not being too critical. Go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. Pushing down on that elbow, making sure that our head's not coming too far forward, but nice and upright. Nice bend right here at the hips. Give me some big swimmer's arms. Pats on the back. It might be a little bit of a splash zone right now, but that's okay. Right here, we're going to slowly bring it down toward our toes. If we can't touch our toes, that's perfectly fine. Wherever we find that we get that back of our leg stretch in our hamstring and calves is perfectly okay. Deep breaths. Slowly inching up, stopping about halfway, keeping a flat back. Right here, we're going to reach our hands out in front of us, spreading out our feet a little bit, and sinking down those hips. Hands up overhead, we should feel this in our lower back. Go ahead and give me a slight sway right here like you have those lighters on at your favorite concert. Send those hips up nice and slow, reaching up those hands, rolling out those wrists, switching about halfway. Bending at the knee and giving me a nice big stretch upwards, feeling this out in our back. Closing our eyes for a second, couple deep breaths. In and out. Two more in and out. Last one in and out. Bringing it down to the floor for our last couple of stretches, and then we're going to end it up laying down on the ground. Feeling it out in our core, taking it down, coming into a plank position. We're going to send those hips up like our shoulder press. We're feeling out each foot, pedaling out those calves. Coming back into that plank position, sending those knees, untucking those toes. Bending at our elbows slightly, looking up towards the sky, and we're going to take 4 deep breaths here. In, out. In, out. Last one all together, in. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Out. Sending our body down towards the ground. We're going to flip it over, nice and slow, scooting on those hips. Last big happy stretch for anyone who's also a yogi, grabbing those outer sides of the feet from the inside. And we're going to roll out our back right here since we've used it a lot in all of our exercises. You should feel this pressure on the sides of your lower back. Take whatever feels comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable, bring those feet more in. And last but not least, we're going to lay it out wide. Feel free to take it here as long as you wish. Thanks for joining me in this workout today, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye.